Not much, not much. Yeah, I kind of need a decent amount of help. I'm kind of a noob, to be completely honest.
Okay, I got
Um,
you.
recently started playing semi-seriously.
Okay.
Uh, um, you just want me to share my screen?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
All right, all right. Give me just 1 second. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I got you. I can see it.
So I guess the biggest thing is I don't know what I should be doing next as far as my account does go. Um, Mainly with the Star Force event coming up, I'm debating on whether I should keep investing in my main or maybe look towards a few bossing mules.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I can solo Lotus and Damien relatively easily.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if I should keep pushing this character or maybe make another character that can sort of push through them.
Okay, we're actually in pretty similar positions. What's your Legion at?
Slowly been working on it. It's like 4.5k right now.
Yeah, same here, bro. I would go
Nice.
work on boss mules, to be honest.
Okay.
Legion's in a good spot. Main has 235, so you have all your dailies unlocked. And I would just go,
Yeah.
like, just keep doing your dailies on your main every day. Never miss those, and then work on Legion mules so you increase your income. Oh, not
Okay.
Legion mules, boss mules.
Yeah, boss meals. As far as boss meals go, I had a Night Lord. I made one this patch or this burning event, but not a fan of the playstyle, so I switched over to a dual blade.
Oh wait,
Um,
one second. Let me move us to the other call. Hi, sorry. Can you turn on
uh,
this share screen again? I didn't realize we were in the wrong call.
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So can you repeat that? I'm sorry. You swapped to DB.
Yeah, I swapped to DB, so I'm slowly gearing him up. I should be able to at least get a weapon before this next Star Force event.
Mm-hmm.
On him, I do have someone who can carry me through it on this character.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, But the node stones are kind of rough right now on him because I did swap over. I did transfer over like maybe like 130 of them from my Buccaneer.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be honest, I kind of got shit all around. Didn't get a single good trinode or tricore.
Yeah,
Um,
on your
I
DB.
did, yeah, on the dual blade. My Buccaneer nodes is kind of also a mess because I made this guy during the last burning event. And yeah, I'm kind of like Giga Brain, so I decided to sort of jump into it without looking at a guide or anything. So I kind of butchered that one a little hard,
Mm-hmm.
slowly fixing it up. I did manage to get Lord of the Deep at the very least to 25. Um, so yeah, I was just mainly wondering sort of what my next step should be as far as the account goes. Um,
Yeah, I got you.
is it worth like pushing for like maybe easy lucid, maybe easy will, or not at all?
Okay, so there's a few things, right? So first thing, like in terms of like just answering a question, elucid easy well, I wouldn't bother, to be honest with you. I wouldn't bother
Okay.
until you're strong enough to at least run normal so that you could start getting the boss droplets. And then in terms of your nodes, like you said you fucked up your Bucks nodes and whatever, but no easy way out of it. Like it is just gonna take a while to fix, but just know
Yeah.
that eventually like it'll get fixed, so it's fine. Not a big deal. DB, that class is known to have like trouble getting its perfect trios, so like
Okay.
don't feel too bad about it. It's one of the harder classes, so if if you're determined to do that as a boss meal, like eventually you'll hit, so it's fine. But in terms of like movement, like things to go forward with, I would park your main, like put it on the bench, work on boss mules, and then work on getting 6k Legion, because those two things are
Okay.
way better for your account than pushing your main any further than this point. Because getting further than
Okay.
this point requires like a lot of other things. It requires more income because things are expensive, and it requires more Legion. So
Okay. I do have a one quick question as far as like sort of farming goes. So I have a few pieces with drop rate. Um, what matters more, drop rate or mesos?
you need to have both. You need to have
Okay.
both. So you need to have at least 5 lines of meso across your accessories, with as many lines as drop as you can get. So
Okay, so
what that
Mesos is
usually is for most people is since there's 9 accessories, you have 5 of them with meso, 1 line, and then 4 of them with drop. So 80 drop, 100 meso.
okay, so I guess I still got to work on a good bit of that. I think I have like 95% drop with Holy Symbol.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have no meso drop rate, so I guess I should start working on that next.
If you have like 95 drop rate in the window, it's good because you know you'll get meso bags to drop from every single mob. But yeah, you need meso obtained potentials like immediately. Like that's an extremely high priority so that every time you train or even just doing your dailies, you'll be making money.
Okay. Yeah, as far as this character goes, like I do have maybe like one or two things I need to still Star Force to 17.
Mm-hmm.
My previous Absolab shoulder went boom from 16 to 17 star after spending maybe like 800 mil on it, just trying to get it to 17.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have to work on this, and then I still do need to work on a few potentials as well. I do also have another question. So I have enough Gullux coins for either the ring or the pendant, but I'm not too sure which one I should get right now.
Get the
Um,
pendant because the Mechanator pendant is like ass, and those event
okay,
rings are good. So like
okay,
you gain more from a sub pendant.
okay, okay. No, I had a feeling that was the case, and then I do have these Dominator pendants that I guess I can transpose from for the amulet.
Yeah, so the Dom
Um,
pendants you want to stack as many as possible. You could use those as
okay.
fodder to transfer stars to the sub pendant, or just use those as backups in case your Dom pendant booms.
Yeah, I got really lucky with this. This was all done with free cubes that dropped,
Yeah,
so
that's actually really pog. So you could
yeah,
just
it's the
run that
only.
for damage gear and then run like 2 other pendants for training.
Okay, okay. So when I'm like sort of training, I should be only using drop rate stuff, not really any of the stat gear.
Yeah, so when you're training, you always want to be in your meso and your drop gear, always.
Okay, okay.
So
So I guess I'll get working on that.
yeah, so it comes at a cost, obviously, right? Because you're not going to be as
Yeah.
strong with the strength lines. But that's why it's very important to upgrade your other gear as well to offset the damage you're losing from not using damage accessories. But regardless, like you'll be more than strong enough even with just meso drop. Like me as an example, I don't have any damage accessories at all. I've been playing this game the entire time, meso and drop gear, and I'm still able to do everything. So
Okay. All right. That sounds good. As far as rings go, you can see here that my Meister ring went boom. I went boom at 12 star,
oh
and
god.
then I didn't know that you needed to maintain the Meister rank by sort of
Oh
playing every day. So that kind of went down the drain and like kind of
yeah.
just demotivated me. As I said, my Aptolab shoulder boomed from 16 to 17. So I tried
Mhm.
making a replacement shoulder, and that kind of also went boom.
Yeah.
I do have one quick question though. As far as familiars go, should I just make sure I'm always farming familiars? I've gotten pretty unlucky with them so far.
Yeah, so familiars
Um,
at this point in the game honestly
yeah.
don't even matter. Like you're gonna get so many familiars later on, like when you reach like the bigger levels, like 245 plus. But like
Okay.
these early fams, they don't matter that much.
Okay. Because I think I'm something at like maybe like 1400 familiars for the blue shadows, and I've only gone two uniques. And the uniques, weren't too good.
Yeah, that's standard.
Uh,
Let me
okay.
put it this way. Familiars are the hardest system in the entire game. Like it's more difficult to get anything good from them than 22 all your gear, perfect pots, flames, everything. So and I mean this in like I don't mean this in like a mean way, but like this just goes to everybody. Like when you're doing familiars, genuinely just have zero expectations, like nothing.
Okay.
So no matter how long it takes,
Well, familiar sort of just, it's kind of an extra thing while you're moneying you or sort of farming node stones, money, and everything else.
yeah, like you should still do the familiars right in case you get lucky,
Yeah.
but the expectation on familiars is nothing. Like if you have like 30 bill mesos, sure you can have like an expectation of like okay maybe you'll get something. If there's a decent chance you get something, but familiars it's like always like a 0% chance to get anything. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then as far as my main goes, like I do have a decent amount of things still at Epic. Should I not really worry about that for now?
I wouldn't worry about it that much. Highest priority is their Meso drop gear. so that when you're
Okay.
training, you could actually make money, and then working on boss mules and Legion.
Okay. Okay. And then as far as Legion goes, like I've tried making the sort of the stuff with, all of the crit damage and whatnot. But is there sort of any specific class you would recommend that I should maybe try pushing for 200 as opposed to just 140?
At the moment, there's no real need to go for 200. Like, I would just keep spamming 140s.
Okay.
Like, nothing is that crazy good that you need it at 200 as soon as possible.
Okay. Um, and then for the Legion, like the Legions don't stack, so I can't make like two Hayatos and, sort of double up on the crit damage from it. That's not how it works, right?
No, you can't do that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that was just mainly all I had to ask. Just want to know if I should sort of spend my money on my dual blade as opposed to this character. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, get your income up, man. That'll help you out so much. Let me give you a little bit of a timeline. Hopefully, this will help you out.
Yeah.
So let's say the things you're working on right now are your Meso gear, your drop gear, your DB, and your Legion. And then let's just say after however long you get 6k Legion, your DB is fully funded to do the bosses like in a reasonable amount of time, and you get your Meso drop gear. Then at that point, I would try to focus on training your main more to 250, and then with that money you make from your main, you could fund more boss mules and fund your main more. So that's how I would go about it, because you'll make a lot of
Okay.
money once you get Meso drop gear.
Okay. Would you recommend that I work on a second bossing mule before I sort of come back to this guy?
You can, yeah.
Okay. And then as far as boss mules go, I should always try pushing them for sort of Damien and Lotus.
You could do CRA for now. You could just spam a bunch
Okay.
of CRA ones because, Lotus and Damien does require obviously a little bit more funding, a little more nodes. So like the way I'm going about it is I'm doing a bunch of CRA mules first, and then I'll slowly upgrade them to Lomian mules.
Okay. So sort of, get them to a certain point and then sort of commit a bit more to them. Just one more quick question. As far as node stones go, how much on average would you say it does take to make a semi-decent boss mule?
Um, Nodes, at least a few hundred nodes. I would say at least a few hundred. Some classes are
Okay.
less than others, but yeah, at least a few hundred. I try to aim for like 500.
Okay, okay. And then as far as the average goes for that per hour, um, how many node stones can you expect per hour? Or does it really depend on how fast you clear and then also your drop rate?
It's both. So it depends on your mobs killed and your drop rate. So like at the high end, people can be getting like max like 60 nodes per 2 hours, so like 30 nodes an hour. But I think a more
Okay.
reasonable point, which is where like I'm at and what you'll be at, um, you'll get about like 15 to 20 nodes an hour. And that's with having like 80 drop on your like just standard like one line drop on 4 items and 5 lines mace on the other. And with HS, you'll get maybe like 15 nodes an hour or something.
So I've been pretty unlucky so far. That's good to know as far as that goes. For these drop rate gears I have right now, I should sort of keep these ones, or should I maybe try double lining them?
No, double lining is way too expensive. You don't want to
Okay,
do that. Like
okay.
all you need
And
is the 5 lines of meso, then 4 lines of drop. That's it.
okay. And then is there any alternative rings you can recommend I aim for?
For your drop meso gear, the event
Yeah.
rings are the best. Like just use your event rings.
Okay, so like get rid of the potentials on them and turn them into drop rate?
Yep, that's what I would do. Well,
Okay.
if you need meso though, like, well, you need meso first. Get 5 lines of meso, and then whatever other accessories you have, use drop on them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so mesos first and then drop rate after. Okay.
Yep.
And then is it so right now I have the Absolab weapon that they gave for the event.
Mhm.
I should hopefully get lucky enough to get some more sometime later.
Yeah,
Should
yeah.
I stick with this one for now, or should I put together another one?
No, you'd probably want to use a real arcane weapon, not a real Apsa weapon at some point. So wouldn't be a
Okay.
bad thing to get, because it's gonna be a
Would it
while till
be
you could get an arcane weapon.
Yeah, would it be sort of smart to maybe get one of these to like 16 or maybe even push to 18 so that when I do get a weapon, I can transfer it over?
Are those level 150?
Yes, these are 150.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. You could do that. That's fine. You could
Okay,
get that to
okay.
16 and then transfer it.
And then assuming these fail, I also have a few CRA ones I can get as well.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. So yeah, that's just about everything. Thanks for the help. I do really appreciate it.
All right, I
Was a
got you,
little
bro.
stumped as far as what I should do, but yeah, I guess I'll get working on my Legion first and foremost then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Legion's one of the very, very few things in this game that every hour you put into it, it is guaranteed gains. So
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. And then with the sort of Zakum strategy as well, it sort of makes it super easy.
yeah,
I
it's
think I have
free
like
as
maybe
hell.
9 characters I'm cycling through right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh,
And then
one last thing. Uh,
yeah.
let me just like make it even easier for you. Um, so if you were to set up your Meso drop gear right now, how I would do it is I would wear those 3 event rings, right, that you have, the Kana's treasure, and then for your 2 pendants, I would use the Mechanator pendant and either another Dom pendant that's used specifically for Meso slash drop gear, like you cube a new one, or I would use a Horntail pendant. Sub pendant, you would want to save it for damage gear, right? So those would be your 2 pendants, your face and eye. You could just use your 2 current ones if you want. It won't matter that much. And then earrings, I would just use reinforced earrings. That
Okay.
would be
Oh,
your
you can
like
get
training gear.
okay, so you can get drop right gear on this stuff then. The
Yeah,
face
yeah, yeah.
accessory and the eye accessory. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you have 9 accessories. So like your rings, your pendants, your face and eye, and your earrings can all roll meso and drop gear.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. So I guess I'll sort of get working on that so when I pop my totems, I can get more bang for my buck.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. And then if you don't mind, can we take a quick look at my link scale? So these are the ones I have right now. I'm wondering if
Mhm.
there's any like semi-mandatory ones that I should work on. I don't have all 3 mages yet because honestly, I hate making new explorers right now
Me
with
too,
the
bro. I
sort of
feel
starting
you.
quests.
Mhm.
Apparently they're sort of getting rid of that, but can't really trust Nexon.
I mean, they'll get rid of it, yeah. Because I know in KMS it's already gone, so that means we'll get it eventually. But yeah, it'll be some time.
Okay. But as far as mandatory ones for bossing go, is there any here that you think I should maybe look towards replacing?
Do you have
I do still need to do
No, for bossing this is
resistances right now.
good.
Okay.
Bossing this is good. Resistance, since it's only level 2, it doesn't affect anything. Because when you spawn in,
Okay.
anyways, you have 2 seconds of iframe regardless. So it doesn't
Okay.
stack on that 2 seconds. So it's useless right now. But like once you get the 8 seconds, all the resistance, it's pretty good.
Okay, so I guess I'll work on that next.
Yeah, your links are good for bossing. Like those are all the bossing links. So that's the setup.
Okay. Well, once again, thanks for the help. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for the streams as well. Been enjoying them, learning a
No,
lot, and good luck
no
the rest of your
problem, bro.
gameplay.
I appreciate the kindness and good luck to you too, man. Thank you for pulling
All right.
up.
Thanks, man. Take care.
You too.